Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And today we got a classic from the YouTube channel called Glamour. They have their version of kind of millennial money with this series called Honest Accounts. And basically what they do is they invite strangers on the show and the strangers go and print out their bank statements and they're sitting there just basically trying to rationalize all of their spending habits. And then people like you and I can silently judge them from the safety behind our computer screen as strangers on the internet. So how fun is that, guys? So with that said, let's go ahead and watch this video. It's called How a NYC Fashion Designer Spends $1 million of Company Earnings. Wait for it, Honest Accounts. Wait for it again, Glamour. Already it seems like this is straight out of a Dan Bilzerian life episode of like, ooh, I'm gonna spend company earnings. I don't know. Anyway, let's give this video a shot, see what it's all about. But first, we have to destroy the like button because these videos on Glamour just don't get any views for, I don't know why. They're great episodes. So with that said, let's begin the video here.
I'm a fashion designer in New York. I'm in my early 30s, and last year my business made over $1 million. Out of that $1 million, I took home about $110,000.
Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. See, here's how that works. Anytime you own your own S corporation, you have to pay yourself a salary that's considered to be reasonable for the business you run. So in her case, her salary is $110,000 a year that she takes from the business as a salary, and then the rest of it can be given to her later as what's called a distribution of profits. That distribution is not subject to payroll tax. So that's the advantage of owning an S corporation like this. So for all of you watching, if you're self-employed, if you're making more than like, I don't know, 50, 60 grand a year, look into setting yourself up with an S corporation. You might end up saving yourself a little tax. So that's a little first tidbit of the day. If you found that helpful, hit the like button and get 3 free stocks. This is not tax advice, by the way. Consult a professional, not a guy on YouTube.
I have $1,483.27 in my checkings account.
She calls it a checkings account. Does she have multiple checkings accounts? Hold on.
And I have 43 checkings account, and I have checkings account, and I have $483.27 in my checkings account.
Checkings account. Checkings account. You would either think it would be checking accounts, checkings account, checking. Now I'm questioning myself. It's called a checking account, not a checkings.
And I have $43,000 in my savings account.
Good for her. That's good. It's a good amount in the savings account. She should be signing up for Yada. That way she'll make a little bit more money.
If I did not purchase a house, I would definitely have more money. My house cost about $625,000. The down payment was $62,000. Our monthly mortgage is about $2,800.
Not bad. You know what? For her income, that's not bad at all. She's doing well on that. Well-priced house, a decent mortgage payment. She's making enough money. She's got plenty in her savings. She put a good down payment down. No problems there.
These are some of my annual business expenses. I spend about $132,000 on rent between our storage space and our actual store.
$132,000, wow, a year in rent. It's a lot. I'm wondering where she lives. It's gotta be in a high cost of living area. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in Los Angeles, given that rent. It's a lot.
We spend over $300.
Let's see, Google storage, Brooklyn. There we go, I see it here. She's in Brooklyn. I had a feeling it had to be an expensive area like this.
$1,000 on merchandise. That's not including actual labor.
Yeah, but how much of these are merchandise? They're just showing random statements here because we got an Apple bill. We got a Rite Aid. You know, don't tell me you're buying merchandise from Rite Aid. Upwork, PayPal. See, there's no way this is all lotion and soap. $111. She's sneaking in personal expenses in here.
For work and travel, I've spent $32,000. Today I'm gonna walk through one of my credit cards that I happen to charge both personal and business transactions to.
Why are you charging personal and business transactions on the same credit card? That's the stupidest thing you should do. Oh, jeez. Who is her accountant? What accountant is telling her, hey, yeah, go to Rite Aid. Go and put some personal expenses in there, and then right afterwards charge some business expenses on there too. That is an accounting nightmare. You never want to commingle funds. You want to keep the business account paying all the business charges. and then the personal account pays the personal charges. That's what you want. This is bad.
Let's take a look at some of my transactions. Hiring and freelancers. There's talent agency. They do sourcing and hiring for staff so that I don't have to do it. I use the hiring service because I realize it's not within my skill set anymore. I fired myself from a lot of jobs, and so this is one of them. I am no longer hiring people.
That's fair enough. I think she should just focus on the business and then hire out as much as she possibly can. Just frees up her time. I agree with that.
Upwork, $25.75. Upwork is like a hiring service where you can hire people to do small jobs. They're pretty good because I have low commitment to anyone I hire. This $257 payment looks like a partial payment for a website.
Wow, there's so much to go through. And then she's got Chick-fil-A in here on the 6th of July. Who knows if that's business or personal at this point? She's got so much to go through. This becomes an accounting nightmare, really.
Subscriptions, $8.71. We purchased ad space on Reddit.
Ooh, I wonder how that went. That's cool. I love Reddit, guys. Reddit. We got a subreddit. Use the link down below in the description. We got a Graham Stephan subreddit. I'm gonna be reacting to what you guys post on there pretty soon. We got a second video coming up. So if you're watching this right now, go and post memes on Reddit, or just join the community. It's a great community. Everyone's awesome there. Some of them are hilarious, so I'll be reacting to them soon enough.
UPS is $22.47, $28.32, $38. Postmates, $32.90.
How much of this is personal and business? Is she postmating while she's at work? Is she expensing that as like a perk of the business and just saying like, hey guys, food's on the business, let me pay my employees in food? I don't know. That's where the stuff gets very complicated. This is why you got to keep such stringent records at all times.
$12.17. I like to buy domains. It's like a thing. I buy several domains a month. They're not always for businesses. Sometimes I get like an idea in my head. I have every version of my child's name. I have my husband's name. I have my name. I own a lot of domains, close to 100. I didn't consider it an investment when I first started doing it. I really considered it as just protecting my intellectual property. But now I do, because when I buy a domain and I realize, oh, that's really good and it wasn't taken, I buy it for $12.17 and I can see that it's valued at like $498. Like, no one's asking to buy it, but it's still valued at $498. And for me, it sounds like a come up.
Who values this if no one's willing to buy it? That seems like the biggest scam ever. Like, oh yeah, it's valued at this, but oh no one's gonna actually buy it though. It's worth $500 though. Ha! You think someone will pay you for that? Oh, that's funny. No, but it's valued at that. It's only worth that if someone's willing to buy it. I think domain names are going out. I mean, my whole thing is, eventually, I think we're all just going to be on apps. I think everything is just going to be an app. What app do you have? Websites, at some point, I think will just turn to apps, and that's going to be that.
Like, that's better than stocks. No one bought it though. I've been screwed before. That's how I know about this. Someone tried to sell me my own domain name for like $3,000. I did not buy my own domain name for $3,000.
See, she's just contradicting herself. By that person's same logic here, that domain name was worth $3,000. She's like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. And that was her own name. Her own name's not even worth $3,000. There's no way she's getting $500 for some idea that just happens to be a good domain, unless it's a one-word domain. Like word.com, computer.com, tv.com, glass.com, coffee.com, like something like that. I get it. A one word, but 2 to 3 words for a domain, something that rhymes. Bustarhyme.com, I don't know. It's just, no.
That $500 charge is for my PR company. $49 is for marketing stuff.
Imagine she gets audited. They're like, hey, what's this charge? Just stuff.
Ma'am, no, what kind of stuff?
Oh, you know, just marketing stuff.
But ma'am, you're gonna have to clarify this. What is it exactly?
Oh, it's stuff. It's not gonna fly.
So my most frequent purchases are related to work, which makes sense because I do spend a lot of time working. My most expensive purchase was
stuff.
$3,000 for a hiring agency to do some onboarding for us.
You would think they would just want to show her face at this point. I mean, it sounds like she's a competent business person who should be accounting a little bit more carefully, but she's a fashion designer. Just show her face. probably good for business at this point.
So let's take a look at some of my personal finances.
She's like, it's the same thing, it's the same account.
Every month, after taxes, I take home about $8,800 from my business. $3,600 goes to a joint account where I deposit money along with my husband.
Okay, so we got 41% family account, that's fine.
I spend $1,500 on child's care. That goes to my mom. I try to deposit $2,250 into my savings account and to have $250 going towards savings in the Acorns app. That is for retirement and my child's college education.
I like Acorns. You know, I'm a fan of them. It's a really easy interface. Overall, I like them. It doesn't make sense if you're investing less than like $3,000 because the dollar a month fee is just, it's not worth it in the standard plan. But over like $3,000, $4,000 I've calculated, then it starts to make sense and competes with Vanguard. So overall, I like Acorns.
$400 goes to therapy, which leaves about $800 for personal spending every month. From my joint checking account with my husband, we spend $2,800 on mortgage, $180 on phone, $140 on cable and internet.
I just get anxiety seeing that number, that 3,000 just keep going up. Keeps going, it's going very fast too. It's like, no.
$900 on car lease, insurance, and gas.
What car is she leasing? Wow, 1/3 of her mortgage payment goes to a car. That's heavy. Wow, that's crazy. We've got to find out what she's driving.
$225 on utilities and $76 on home security.
$76 a month on home security seems expensive too. You could just do Simply Safe. That price, 20 bucks a month.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of my transactions. Amazon, $30.47 for $26.74.
It's the same account. Look at this. She paid $3,000 for Trinity Talent LLC, Upwork. Come on. Seriously, if you're making this much money, have a business credit card, business expenses. Personal credit card, personal expenses. Just do that.
I buy the most random on Amazon every single day. $41, $67, and 48 cents. I don't know what I bought. They should have never made that like buy now feature.
Whoever invented that buy it now feature is so genius. That person deserves tens of millions of dollars for that. I can't imagine how much money that's made at Amazon.
I spent another $22.81, $14.36, $50.06. I gotta check if I bought Amazon stock. Beauty supply products. I have a $19.56 payment. Soap for $111. Okay, maybe I am more spending than I thought because that's ridiculous.
This is why it's so important that everyone start budgeting and just review your expenses. What I always tell people, if you want to start saving, all you have to do is just make an account at like mint.com or personalcapital.com or any of those free services and then just tally up your spending at the end of 30 days or 60 days. You'll be able to see where you start wasting money like this because it's prevalent, it's everywhere, it's every day. She's spending multiple times, she just doesn't need to.
Converse is $89. Uggs had a sale and I bought boots for $81.53. The purchase for $141.49 is for Saks.com and it was like the middle of the night and I was really excited because these boots that were about $500 were now $141.
That's how they get you. Saks is like all these prices that they show at Saks, they're never really worth that though. They put up these insane prices for like 30 days and then what they do after like 45 days is they mark them like 70% off just to sell them. But they put up these high prices, like no one's buying these shoes for like 400 bucks. They're always worth 100 max, but they put up the price, let it sit there, knock it down, and then people buy it.
After looking at my statement, I can see that work is really, really important to me. I have no problem spending money on my business. I value my employees. I value my time. I spend a lot of money on Amazon, and so I like to give myself surprises, and I really like to buy my child books. I take care of my family because I definitely go to the grocery store and I have life insurance. I want to make sure that we can kind of maintain our lifestyle or figure out how to stretch what we have.
Stretch what we have. That sounds like spend more than I need to. Stretch what I have, spend more. No, I would say overall, she's smart. She's running a great business. She's making a lot of money. She's doing well. The spending is high. She's saving enough, but she could be saving way more. So my advice to her is that she really just needs to separate out these personal business expenses. I mean, from everything, it's just get a different credit card. There's no way she's paying this with just the business account and then trying to separate these later or paying with a personal account and then itemizing this for business. It's just if something happened, if she got audited, that would be a pain to try to go through all of this. So it's such an easy thing to do, so I just recommend she do that. Besides that too, it's a great episode by Glamour, and I don't know why these episodes just don't get more views. But I guess this audience just doesn't care about honest accounts like we do. So let's go and show them some support. Let's go like their video. We'll comment for the algorithm. And with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday, so you want to stay tuned on this one. We got an amazing episode coming up, so make sure to add yourself to that. And lastly, get your 3 free stocks down below in the description, because Webull is going to be giving you 3 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, with 2 of those stocks worth at minimum $8 all the way up to $1,600. So if you want those 3 free stocks, it expires in like a few days, so make sure to use that link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.